Welcome to this glorious thing that is always highly questionable. What do you like today, Bomani?
Hear this man say the word Schwarber.
It's always funny. Dale, papi.
Does Joel Embiid performance mean the process work?
20 points, 7 rebounds in 22 minutes. It was good to finally see him. They were chanting, trust the process. He's been quoted as saying to Lee Jenkins, I am the process. And basically, if the process is tanking for great freaks of nature, they've got one of them. Those are hard to get. What I marveled at throughout the NBA last night, whether it was Anthony Davis, what he was doing, Karl Anthony Towns, this guy, 7-footers, we're building them different than we used to, and we're going to have Yao Ming at point guard in about 30 years.
Yeah, here's the thing about watching Embiid. The obvious, easy comparison people make is the Akeem Olajuwon legacy. But Olajuwon didn't walk into the league this skilled. Olajuwon wasn't this physically imposing. But this isn't about the process working. Think about it. They had him on a process working. Think about it. They had him on a 20-minute cap. It's 2 years since they drafted him. They still only feel comfortable playing him for 20 minutes. We knew this dude could be great. We also thought he'd get hurt all the time. The Sixers are afraid he still might get hurt all the time. How can you say the process worked if that's what it is?
What was the score in that game?
They lost by a couple of points to the Thunder.
Yeah, but the process worked, right?
Okay, yeah,
that's
still
right.
The process
going
is still
to the bottom of the
yeah.
league. I said the process worked.
By the way, ask new six-man Jalil Okafor if he feels like the process is working as he's coming off the oak.
How should the unibrow feel about his teammates today?
Look, I can tell you the exact numbers that Anthony Davis put up, but there's really no need. Just know he did something nobody's really done in the last 30 years. 50, 16 boards, and a whole lot of all the other stuff. And they lost to the Nuggets. Now, I know the Pelicans have a lot of players who are not playing in this game. Drew Holiday wasn't there. Tyreek Evans wasn't there. However, you have to look and see that this guy is proving to be every bit as good as we thought that he would be, but we thought that meant that would transform a team. It has it in New Orleans because the other guys kind of stink.
They should be really bothered in New Orleans that they have a transcendent talent that we totally forgot about all of last year. Usually that kind of greatness doesn't get to play in the shadows the way that it did last year. The most impressive thing on a resume and a box score that had 50 points on it last night is this. That extraterrestrial had 7 steals last night to go with everything else. Are you kidding me? You can't win a game against the Nuggets with a guy doing all of that?
Well, I know how the unibrow feels about his teammates. You guys suck. What do I have to do? I got to do everything. I got to score 100 points. I got to get 75 rebounds, 15 steals, you know. That's the only way we're going to win. You guys suck.
I mean, if we know those guys stink, he really knows those guys stink. He's with them every day.
Should the Cubs play Schwarber in the field?
Wow, did he manage to get the first and the last name wrong? Did he make him Clyde? He was calling him before the show. He was practicing calling him Schwarber throughout the entirety before we were doing this show today. Should they play him in the field? Yes, there are some people who would argue that he is their best hitter. I'm not even making that up. Better than even Chris Bryant. And what he does really well is he takes a lot of pitches. What the Cubs do really well is they get a lot of opportunities because they're making the Indians throw almost 200 pitches last night, and very few of them do them better than this guy does.
You kind of left out that small detail of the fact that he has not actually been medically cleared to play in the field. Now, look, I don't know how these things work. I don't understand how it is that he's cleared to run the bases, but he is not cleared to play the outfield. But you have to put this decision entirely in the hands of the doctors because there's too much to lose for the future and too much money for Schwarber himself to lose going out here chancing it just because y'all trying to get.
What were you saying before the show? You were giggling
John
nonstop.
Bowden is going to overrule the opinion of the doctor. He's going to be playing left field. Are you kidding me? And I'm telling you something. The first time that he goes after the line drive, he's going to run into the ivy and he's going to crash into the ivy and he's not going to come out. He's going to drop. Not going to come out. He's going to drop there, and the next thing you know, there's going to be John Madden and his pitching coach coming out of the dugout, you know, carrying a stretcher. You know, I'm telling you into a stretcher, and then you got this guy, the GM Epstein, coming out from the executive suite, firing John Madden. I say, I told you not to put him to play, to put him to play today. That's it, you're finished in the middle of the World Series.
He laughed uncontrollably for 10 straight minutes before the show about this. All I had to say to him was, Schwarber's going to run into the wall.
He's going to run into the wall.
And never come out. He's been laughing about this, honestly, for an hour. He's been laughing about this.
was D'Angelo Russell a little bit too honest when talking about the post-Kobe era?
Oh, yeah, the Lakers won last night against the Rockets. They'd only have enjoyed it more if Dwight Howard still played for the Rockets. Here's D'Angelo Russell. This is a three in the first quarter. Shot him. He said that this is my, we had to put one of those things over his mouth. Mark Jackson thought he said, this is my house, but you don't have to bleep out house, right? Like, you don't have to do this. Now, it's interesting for the Lakers because this is the first time really in anyone's lifetime that can remember that they had like a young upstart team, the kind that you kind of like because they try so hard. And D'Angelo Russell said this year's easier because Kobe's gone, because it's not all about one person. And that's what last season was. And guess what? They were saying that explicitly last year. There's no too honest about this now because the Lakers told us.
How could you argue with what it is that he's saying? How can it be too honest when he feels liberated being out from under the shadow of a season that was all about making money off of Kobe nostalgia and Kobe memorabilia? He's going to enjoy himself a great deal this year because this season gets to be more about him than it is about Kobe.
I can also make an argument that he wasn't honest enough because it isn't just about Kobe for him. They got Byron Scott up out the paint too.
You know, Kobe heard that and he began stretching this morning. He's saying, now maybe the old guy has one more year to go, you know. I won't not be surprised if he's going to shop next game.
Oh, no, I don't think he'll show up to play a game, but he will show up at D'Angelo Russell's house at 3:30 in the morning to play one-on-one.
Do you get why the Sixers prevented 7th Streeter from singing the anthem because she was wearing a We Matter t-shirt?
We Matter is so benign. I happen to think Black Lives Matter is so benign, but We Matter is so benign. She is said, according to sources, to have signed an agreement that there would be no political statements. We Matter feels not very much like a political statement, but I do kind of understand why it is that an organization would not want its national anthem to have anything other than the national anthem. It's not the way that I would go with this, but I do understand after the Miami Heat got surprised in preseason about someone kneeling while singing it, why an NBA team would say, look, from our players who have power and are partners, I might have to accept this. We don't have to accept it from our anthem singers.
Yeah, but it also makes them weak. And the reason that it makes them weak is, number one, you check their statement that they gave about this, and they said that they support meaningful action. That mirrors what the commissioner section, that mirrors what the commissioner said coming into the year, that we don't want things with the anthem. We want meaningful action, which is a pretty common deflection technique in these circumstances. The NBA is trying to push this notion of together. That's what they're doing this year as the theme. You can't get together until people start acting like everyone matters. That's where we are deficient. This message is in line with the NBA's, except the NBA is so afraid of scaring the white people that they don't want anything at all to get people riled up. You're not going to be able to achieve your cause unless you make some white people mad. Deal with that now. Either go with it or don't, but that's the reality.
I do think an interesting byproduct here of her wearing this t-shirt is by refusing to allow her to sing the anthem while wearing that t-shirt, they've made a bigger story of this than it would have been if she had simply sung the anthem wearing that t-shirt. It's a pretty nice byproduct.
Do you believe Aaron Rodgers he did not call Brett Favre grandpa the first time that met?
All right, Jeff Pearlman's got a new biography out about Brett Favre called Gunslinger. Did you know Brett Favre's favorite movie is New Jack City? Anyway, in there's a detail about Brett Favre. The first time he met Aaron Rodgers supposedly called him grandpa. Aaron Rodgers says not quite.
The first time I met Brett was on the practice field, and I could barely get a sentence out of hello, my name is Aaron. Did I call him grandpa at any time during the 3 years together? Probably. But it's in the same joking way that my man Brett Hundley called me grandpa 3 weeks ago on the field when we were doing a competitive drill. So the story that was out there that I saw is completely 100% false.
I got to say, I have a hard time believing that he was dumb enough to walk in on day one calling Brett Favre grandpa. I can't believe that he would think that that would be the move. That being said, there are enough other stories about Aaron Rodgers in that book and otherwise to make you say it does sound like something he would do.
It's interesting, given their icy relationship, Brett Favre never wanted to help Aaron Rodgers, that's how Brett Favre might remember their entire experience. And if it is indeed cop to, as you just heard there, that he called Brett Favre grandpa even once, if somebody was coming in trying to take my job, if their entire purpose as a first-round pick was to replace me, and they were hitting me with grandpa all the time, I think that might bother me a little bit too.
I will say this, though. If you encounter Brett Favre now, he's gone full grandpa. He can't get mad at that at all.
Boy, I would love if somebody would call me grandpa, but I can't.
Oh, really?
Because I don't have any grandchildren yet.
Yeah, right. There is
Yeah.
right.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Russell Westbrook on the fast break.
Pretty incredible, by the way.
Yeah, doing Russell Westbrook things, flexing. There's my dad right there. Yeah. There, that guy had 2 fingers for Westbrook. Westbrook had 2 more powerful fingers for him, and yeah, he can't do that. Got him ejected from the game.
Time to play the game that sometimes laughs spontaneously. Do you question?
You give us topics and events, and we. You better not be laughing at me.
Do you question whether this is a good Sixers fan?
A Sixers fan reminded me of my father last night, not just because of his age, but because of his behavior. Look at this here. Russell Westbrook, break.
Pretty incredible, by the way.
Yeah, doing Russell Westbrook things, flexing. There's my dad right there. Yeah. There, that guy had 2 fingers for Westbrook. Westbrook had 2 more powerful fingers for him, and yeah, he can't do that. Got him ejected from the game.
The look on his face, though, is so priceless. Like, what's up with your mans? Right? Like, that's what it is. What's up with your mans? Like, who is this dude?
Jeff Van Gundy incidentally said that Russell Westbrook should be allowed to slap that guy. Oh, he looks like my father in every way, pulling up his pants when he gets up. In every way, that guy looks like my father.
I got to say, I got to get that Jeff Van Gundy job. Because now that he said it, I can say it. I wish he would have slapped him in the face. I'd have got suspended if I'd have said it first.
Well, I do the same thing at the Heat game, but I do it all the way from the press box,
Right,
you know, so
yes.
in that way nobody comes after me.
Far more professional, by the way, to be in your press seats and do this.
He's eating the free media sundae, and he puts it down just to do that from a distance.
Do you question if this was worse offense or defense?
All right, Mavs Pacers. We got Wes Matthews on offense. We have Monte Ellis on defense. I feel like I should have done one of those when we were talking about Monte Ellis in defense. What do we have here?
To Matthews for Miles Turner. You gotta watch him. He'll post.
Ooh.
He'll post.
Oh, no. Did he just make a sound? Is that all he made?
Oh, yeah, that's old school trick right there. Hit it right there. Woo!
How did that work?
It worked because Wes Matthews. And the best is Wes Matthews fighting hard for that foul call. Who fouled you? Casper the Friendly Ghost?
He wants a call on audio. That was an audio foul. Can I hear that again? I want to hear. Do we hear Ellis just shout something?
But right to Matthews for Miles Turner. You gotta watch him. He'll post. He'll post.
Oh, no. That was the grunting sound of Wes Matthews trying to get a call on that.
I think Monte Ellis, actually, it would have been the best defense he could have played. It would have been, woo!
That wasn't even the worst play of the first quarter. Look at this now. Do you see that?
Take advantage of the youngsters. Miles Turner. That's why they're going to bogus.
Here's Wes Matthews.
Oh, Dirk. Oh, Dirk's not moving real good. Oh, Dirk.
Hold on, I feel like there's more to come.
Oh, Dirk.
Oh!
What was that, Dirk? Dirk wanted an assist on that? Oh,
Wow.
dear Lord. Oh, my God.
Wow. This is year 19 for Dirk.
That
by
won
the
a
way.
title a few years ago. Wasn't that long ago?
Do you question if this is cool or gross?
All right. This is my kind of question right here. We go out to German soccer. Oh, no, this scares me. German soccer, we go out there. We got that scratch and sniff coach who is not cool and only gross. What do we have?
Ugh. That's gum,
Is he going to
dog.
put that back in his mouth?
Oh, no.
Oh,
Come on.
oh, come on. Is he going to get it, though? Yeah, he got it. I mean, can it be neither cool nor gross, but
What?
impressive? Can
What?
it just be impressive? It's impressive.
How is it not gross? Like, even if it's impressive. Okay, was in his mouth.
Yeah.
Now on his feet and
Yeah.
knees.
Yeah.
Yeah, your shoe. Now back in your mouth. And you don't see the gross part.
No, man, when I think of German soccer and gross, this is what I think of right here. Put him up there with music and the montage. Scratch and sniff. Genius coach taught him how to do this.
Well, that German coach is bad, but I have seen worse.
No, you have not. No. No, this isn't worse. It's just creepier, this guy. I mean, it is.
Nah, I mean,
yeah,
it
is
depends
worse.
on what you mean by
Yeah,
worse,
actually,
right?
that might be worse,
You know, smelling your own must is one
Yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but passing the savings on to an unwitting spectator,
Yeah.
I mean, that's worse.
That is one of the creepiest things I've ever seen.
And if that dude next to her is her man, she needs to alert him because there has to be a fight.
Boy, I started on the bottom, made my way to the top. Boy, I want to keep winning. Now I cannot stop. Remember, I had a little turn that to a lot. Always been 100. Put that on my blog. Used to want a 4-door. Now I want the drop. Yeah, now I do what I want. 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 Strike 3. Strike 3. This broadcast from the Clevelander Hotel on beautiful South Beach, Miami. Time to play the game that has the voice of an angel. See? Or no?
Trying to sing. You tell us what to watch on television tonight. We tell you if we're intrigued or not. He was squeaking.
On the NFL Network, Thursday Night Football, Jaguars and Titans.
No, dear God, no. What are you pumping your fists about? This is awful. This is being televised on all the televisions in hell. But we do have a big guy touchdown to celebrate from the last Tennessee game. Here you go. It's early. Indianapolis, Tennessee. Let's roll out to our right a little bit. No, there it is. That looks awfully athletic for somebody wearing a 77.
Got his name already, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Taylor something or another.
Taylor Lewan.
Yeah, they just told me a second ago what his name was, and I already forgot it. Big number 77, I like to call him. But Monty, are you intrigued?
I just hate to work at the NFL and you're putting together the Thursday night schedule and you know you've got to have this AFC, got to have it somewhere. Where can we hide it? They wish they could put this game on Election Day.
Blake Bortles versus Taylor Lewan, Thursday Night Football. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Are you kidding me? I won't miss this game for all the money in the world. You know, I mean, these two quarterbacks here, they are number 2 and number 1 in my list. You know, Marcus Mariota. And then you have the other guy, Blake Bortles. Are you kidding me? That only happens once in a blue moon, that kind of a matchup. You know, these guys are going to be hard to trap. You know, I'm telling you.
It happens twice a year.
Twice a year, not on TV, not on Thursday night. You know, where all the viewers are there, you know, I'm telling you, it's going to be a hell of a matchup. It's going to be a hell of a matchup.
You know this game is not on ESPN, right? That you don't have.
Oh, no?
No.
Oh, well, no. I'm not watching
Yeah,
that.
and I thought, okay,
it was on ESPN.
All right, there you go. I thought
Gotta support the ESPN.
Okay, I thought there was something fishy there.
On TNT, Celtics and Bulls.
In watching Dwayne Wade in a Bulls uniform, that's going to look weird, but the Bulls do this thing. Late night reporter, ask Bulls questions. Let's hear what he has to ask them.
Welcome to Late Night Snack with Henry. I'm here with Lois.
How you doing?
Good. Would you like a snack? I have some food tape.
Oh, that'd be wonderful. That'd be wonderful.
Okay. I'm trying. Yummy.
Oh, I'm so excited. You, David, right? I'm gonna try this.
Yeah, me too.
Let's both try it.
Don't eat the red. Don't eat the red. There's a little puny
Oh
thing.
my God!
The red
You
is.
just bit into it.
Are you the best player on the whole team?
I love that. I'd rather watch that show than the game. Bomani, are you intrigued?
It's a little bit sad that if he is the best player on their team, they're going to the lottery.
Come on, why would you do that? Oh, that's not nice. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, that suit doesn't fit Bob Costas very, very well.
Oh.
On the Golf Channel, HSBC Champions.
Okay, this is just a cheap excuse to show you a video of a golf trick, and we don't know if it's real or not, but let's decide together.
Wow.
Is that real? Is that edited? Is that photoshopped? What would be your guess on this? Because that seems super impressive. And also, I'm always amazed what some of these golfers can do. I mean, no.
That's real, man.
Is it real? Look at how the club floats. Watch the club. That does not seem to be how a club like that would.
I mean, what you want it to be?
Yeah, I think it might be real. Bomani, are you intrigued?
I am not interested, but I'll make the same assumption I always make when somebody makes an impressive golf shot. That's a dude I'll probably hate.
Bobby, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. But listen, after watching that, I realized that nothing beats Chichi's shot. You know, that's the best shot of them all.
Wow, okay.
That's right. Chichis is my
All right,
guy. You know
all
what I
right,
mean?
let's
I'm
see
telling
that.
you,
All
not
right.
because he's Latino, but he has the know-how and the skills to make it happen.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
There we go.
There it is. Thank you, producers, for putting up that shot. My father loves that for some reason.
All those people over there laughing. I wish Chichi would have gone over there, hit him in the head with a driver.
Done that move where he flips it behind his back and hits them all in the head.
That's right. Act like it's a sword and then put it through somebody's chest.
It's magical right there. That concludes our show, ladies and gentlemen, just the way you expected. Bang, bang.
That's the first time he felt something down there in years. I'm telling you.
He got insurance. He got that
We
vibe.
don't even know if he felt it. It might not have made its way through the cobwebs.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for watching.
Sorry, Chi. We're back tomorrow. Thanks for watching.
Gracias. See you mañana.
I hope Bob Costas and Chichi Rodriguez don't watch the show. Otherwise, we're in trouble.
Yeah, that's right. Costas
Which of them is less likely to watch this show?
I mean, I'd say Costas is less likely.